It is FM 95.9. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Nini Maluks is here. Kwala booth, Papa. Just a booth. Just a booth. Leave the song. Kwala booth, fella, man. What did you just play there?
I played Brave Minds.
Brave Minds.
Yeah, Brave Minds is.
Why does everything have an comma, me bra? Really full stop. BRAVE.
Yes. So
you know why I'm asking?
Yeah.
Because we're living in the era of the acronyms.
Yes.
Now there's a big girl called Her.
Yeah.
Having everything revealed. There's Lona, LONR, which is a paragraph on its own. Now, Lona, you're coming here with a big G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N is the name of the album. There's a full stop after each and every letter. And I'm like, Brave Minds, BRAVE, and then Minds is a word.
Yes.
Explain that.
Yeah. When I wrote, so I wrote G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N down.
What is that?
To G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N is to kneel on one, is to kneel down in worship of something.
Like so, Kaepernick has been doing with the Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. That's exactly. So that's why last year I posted a picture of these guys at it was an American football.
Yes, that's
game.
Kaepernick. Yeah,
Exactly.
the guy. Yeah.
Exactly.
The guy with the afro.
So it was saying that. So I was basically saying that's the name of the album.
G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N.
G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N. So when I wrote it down, it didn't have that appeal. That
yes.
Ish.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me try something. Then I put the full stops between the letters. I was like, oh, okay, this works. So the back, the name of the songs at the back of the LP,
yeah,
it stems from that.
Ah,
it comes from
okay,
there. So it was the name of the album first.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, okay, then I can just make it look nice.
Yeah. Add flavor.
Yeah. So that was Brave Minds that I played. It's on Vinyl 1.
Yes.
The first track on Vinyl 1.
Before we get into the songs themselves, you say you're a drummer.
Yes, I was.
Or you wish to be a drummer.
I was a drummer. I used to play drums.
And?
I stopped when I moved to Joburg. That's when I stopped playing drums. And
from moving to Joburg from where?
From Cape Town. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I studied in Cape Town.
Sure.
That's where I
so anyone who was at UCT from 97, 98, you probably know Nini Maluks. so you stopped playing drums, but keys?
Keys, I started learning keys way before I actually got interested in playing drums.
Yeah.
So because my first production was when I was like 14.
Okay.
You see, so I've written the story. Those who
who have you better get the
story.
album because the story is there.
Yeah, you'll see there in the gatefold. It's the first music production experience. So I've written that story.
Yeah,
how I got home and I found this keyboard and I just started. I still have the tape even to this day, with 4 songs.
Wow. I
still have that tape. So I was 14, and that is when it started. So
where does it all come from?
It comes from. I think
mother, father, who?
My brother, unfortunately, he was killed. Unfortunately, he was killed.
Condolences.
He influenced me a lot.
Yeah.
Every morning, I would wake up, I would hear Ronnie Jordan and Teddy Pendergrass.
Okay.
Every morning.
Yeah.
He influenced me when it comes to music.
Yeah.
And also my mother, she used to enjoy singing in the choir.
Yeah.
My father was he worked on radio, I think almost his whole life.
Doing what?
He was on SABC radio in Polokwane.
Mongana Wenele.
Mongana Lone. So he was
his name?
It was Seth Gezan Malulek. It's the voice I used to hear every day.
Wow.
So my father used to work for SABC.
Clearly he had a voice for radio.
Yeah.
clearly he had a voice for
had
radio.
a voice for
What
radio.
happened to you, dude?
I did radio. Actually, at UCT, I joined UCT Radio.
Is it?
Yeah, I had a show for about 2 to 3 years, my own show. And they were like, you're going to also do Friday mixes on the afternoon drive show. You see, so I used to do Friday mixes on the afternoon drive shows.
Yes.
And I had my own show during the week. A good slot, though.
But you do have that voice, though.
I want to believe so.
No, it's there.
So yeah, I did a bit of...
fella rishota avocado. You know, some avocado oil.
No, I'm going to go to Limpopo.
You better.
I'll get some avos.
You see, if you get some avos.
I'll get some avos.
Yeah.
Then put some spice there.
Donkey. You see?
I don't eat it raw. I don't eat it just like that.
Yeah,
I put pepper.
Yeah, we check avos. And you'll be fine. Nini Maluks is my guest, and he's the crate digger this Platinum Friday. More from G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N after this. Matthew Herbert, the big band, the cover de Flore. So why this song?
Why this song? It's because I remember the day I bought the vinyl. I remember it. I went to, I used to buy twice a week while I was a student.
Yes.
Especially, after getting a gig that would pay me like 600.
Yes.
So I had a very good relationship with the vinyl store. So every Tuesday in Cape Town,
yes.
Every Tuesday and Thursday they would give me a call. Sometimes it got to a point where I would select while they're still in the boxes.
Yes,
that's how good the relationship. And they'll even get me gigs. Those guys.
Nice.
That's how good the relationship was. So I remember when I got there, I saw this green thing. It's like, that one. Listened, and then my last gig in Cape Town. It was the last song I played.
Yeah, because you knew you were leaving the city.
Yes. It was the last song. It was in front of about 2,000 people or so. It was in Cape Tech.
Yeah.
Maybe, let's say, maybe 1,005 in Cape Tech. And I played that song. And the way I introduced it, I played it after Wordless, what's this? What's that song?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, the name is
Minority Without...
Yeah, that one.
Thought or something like that.
Yeah,
yes.
minority without thought, something like
something
that.
Something like that. Yeah. So I played it after that. And it's the way I introduced it, that song as my last song, that actually there were three people in front of me. And I remember they were like, "We love you, DJ. We love you, DJ."
Yeah.
And I was
song.
like, no, I was like, this song, there's the reason I love this song.
Yeah.
I think it's also the way I introduced it, because I was like playing them at the same time, So yeah, besides that, it's the melodies in the song. The melodies in the song. They're not vocals, but the song,
it's just telling a story.
It's telling a story. It's telling a story. And so yeah, it's a song I love.
Yeah.
Even all the versions, even the remix, Charles Webster's remix on the other side.
Please.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
One.
Yeah.
We'll go through during the top 10 at 10 hour G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N, and you'll take us through, and you'll also touch the background in terms of why you're making music.
Yeah.
All right. But first things first, you say D'Angelo is your go-to guy.
Yes. It's the creativity he puts behind his music, and it's amazing how and the style that he maintains.
Yeah,
it's the creativity, it's the style, and the song this song Brown Sugar.
Yeah,
it's the organ that when it starts, I think, kills me.
News coming up next. This is Platinum Fridays, K.FM 95.9. Nini Maluks, our crate digger. It's called E.O.L. And I actually know who sings here, so he thinks he's going to be telling me things. No, I know who's the singer. Because I know my... Hello, Pascal.
Hello, how are you doing?
What is a model doing, singing and dancing? What are you doing with house music?
I told you, I don't know.
Are you lost?
Yeah, I happened upon this place and I'm just grateful. Why can't a model also do music?
Hi, man.
It's too good to be true. I hear.
Choose one lane.
No.
The catwalk. That's it. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Only a pleasure. Now, Nini, can turn it down now, fader-wise. Thank you. Who is this girl here?
Pascal is she's a musician, she's a singer, she's a live performer, and a blogger. She's got her own blog now running.
Where do we find it?
You can find it on Wix. It's called Wise About Feels. And it's also
Wise About?
Wise About Feels. So this is a platform where I share on healthy emotions, healthy emotional decision making as well.
Yeah.
A lot of it stems from my interest and background in psychology.
Okay.
And so you will see a lot of that pop through.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you also, translate that to music sometimes, or
sometimes definitely yes. Yeah.
hence Extraordinary Life?
Extraordinary life, yes. I think whatever you learn, you gotta apply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you even find her, meet her?
So Pascal is friends with my wife,
Yeah.
Sonia.
Okay.
Shout out to Sonia.
Shout out to
Hello,
Sonia.
Sonia.
I know she's listening.
Yeah.
She's friends with my wife. They play in the same band at church.
Okay.
So Sonia, my wife, is a pianist.
Yeah.
So when I came back from Taung, from a gig in Taung in 2018,
Yeah.
on the 30th of 2018, I decided I am starting my album.
Okay.
That's when I decided.
Yeah.
Started working on it, started pushing, the first 3 months, it wasn't gelling.
Of course.
But that is when I was very, because I used to see Pascal on stage singing.
Yeah.
I was like,
In church.
yeah, in church. It's like, oh,
We're not a rapper, busy.
hey. People are praying. We're not busy, like, hey. So I was like, no, I'm very interested in getting her involved in the project.
Sure.
You see. So I spoke to Sonia. Sonia introduced me to Pascal, and then Pascal came. There was a time she came. We recorded a song, but we didn't do anything about the song. But it was a start.
Sure.
It was a start. But I was like, no, there's songs that her voice are gonna her voice is just gonna.
There's a bit of a Monique in her though.
That's,
you know what I mean? There's that tonality, and and as you were singing Extraordinary Life, something said to me, can't you just go? You know how Monique will do it.
Yeah.
You know, she always says but yet you are it's so distinct.
It's like jazzy. It's
warm, man.
It's warm. It's jazzy.
It's familiar. That's what I like.
And
as much as we may not know who Pascal is, but the minute your voice hits the ear, it's like, I know this voice. You know what I mean?
You see,
and which is a great thing. Yeah,
it's a great thing because it grabs the attention.
Yes,
it grabs people's attention, and also it was inspiring for me because this song, I sent it a song, and then we came. We wrote it. It was the three of us, myself, Pascal, and Sonia.
Yeah.
We wrote it. And then I got Tbose Mindiko from, I don't know if they're still together, G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N.
Okay.
He played the bass.
Sure.
He played the bass. And then additional keys, it was Marvin Manyaka from the same band.
Sure.
So they played together. So I enjoy what they do. He's the same guy who played the bass on Won't Forget You.
Ah,
you see.
Yeah.
So they came, so it was before we recorded the vocals because I needed something more to inspire.
Sure.
So we did that. And then when we started recording, it was like, Pascal is natural in the studio. Harmonizing.
Yeah.
Sometimes she would make me feel, are you sure that's right? She's like, that's right. Is that harmony? She's like, that harmony is right. And I had to listen to it a couple of times, and she's right. This harmony is good. So she's very natural, and also it's easy to work with,
Yeah.
So I enjoyed recording all the songs I did with her. There's a song that I'm gonna play now.
Yes. You can play it now.
Yeah. It's a. Should I give the background now? Or
yes, please go ahead.
So this song. It's called Oh Change.
Okay.
It's called Oh Change. It was inspired by very much what we were going through at the time, because it's a song that, you know, I started putting it together early 2020.
Okay.
You know, early 2020. So it just worked out. And then I wanted a choir feel. That was the feel I wanted. I wanted a choir, even if it's not like a massive choir, but I wanted that group feel. So to have a song, it was always an idea that I had. And I wanted to implement it. I said, Pascal, it just happened. They had a music session at my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
People I've never met in my life. They brought guitars. My lounge was just people around. They were playing. Whatever song comes, you just play guitar.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It was like, you know. So me, I took my bongos.
Yes.
Because I still have my bongos. I sat there. I joined.
Yeah.
We played.
Let there be a session.
And that's when I met the other guys. I was like, Pascal, I need these guys. That was the biggest recording I've ever done.
Wonderful.
That was the biggest recording I've ever done. So, I'm gonna play it.
Play it.
Yeah.
And after that, we need to know more about this Pascal.
Yeah.
Because she sounds like a mathematics formula. Pascal.
I'll take that.
Take it, yeah.
I'll take that.
Take it. And here it is. Indeed it is. It is G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N 95.9. And Nini Maluks find his album G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N. And that's exactly what we are basically having a listening session on. It's only on vinyl?
For now it's only on vinyl. Yes, it's only on vinyl.
No iTunes, no Spotify.
We'll
You'll sort it out.
We will sort it out.
Because this is too beautiful a music not to share.
But we'll sort it out.
But what's Nandi Plata ke mathata? I look at this album, right at the end, you give special thanks to a number of people, but there's this name here, Pascal Yav, that you mentioned.
Yes.
Miss Pascal.
Yes, sir.
Are you born in Easter?
Yes, I am born in Easter. How did you know that?
And because of your name.
Okay.
Because your name, that's what it means, isn't it?
Yes, that's exactly what it means.
So do you know your name in Sesotho?
Oh, no, please.
Mapaseka. Because Paseka, Easter, because you're a girl, like Pascal, the E at the end is the female version of Pascal, the male, right? Yeah. Isn't it? So therefore, your Sotho name is Mapaseka.
I've got a friend called Paseka.
It's a guy.
Yes.
Yes. So you add the Ma, that's you.
So we're the same.
Yes, you're born around Easter. My wife, Mapaseka, born in around Easter.
Shout out to her.
There you go. There you go. So now, music, obviously for you, starts in church.
Starts in church, yes. I was a very, very young girl. I came in there and I'm like, well, let's check this out. They had a talent show going and they're like, hey, why don't you want to come through, audition, do something? And I was like, me?
Yeah.
And I went in and I sing, and the choir director at the time said, come join the worship team.
Yeah.
And I joined young and I'm like, let's do this thing. Yeah. I don't know where it'll go. And long story short, we're here now. I lead worship at church. Shout out to my Church Alive family.
Yes.
I love them, and I've been
Which
at the
church is this?
team. This is Church Alive
in
Northcliffe, Johannesburg.
Okay.
Love you guys. And long story short, that's where Nini and I got connected. We met right there, and music is
he's a praying man.
Can you believe? He actually is.
This guy.
You can ask his wife. She can confirm.
I think Sonia is the reason why he's praying.
Maybe
because he's thanking his lucky stars. Like, oh, God. You know what I mean? But now, being a worship leader, and here you're now doing house music.
Yeah.
Explain that to your choir director.
Where do I begin?
Explain this to the pastor.
Where do I begin? Honestly, it grew out of a space of interest. The moment Wisani called me in, Nini, I'm used to calling him Wisani.
Yes.
The moment he called me in, I thought, wow, this is a very interesting sound. I grew up obviously listening to it. South Africa, you cannot go into a bus without house music.
Yes.
You cannot go anywhere where there's young people if there's no house music.
Exactly.
So it was always there, but sort of like in the background until I met with
Yeah.
Nini.
Yeah.
And
Have
he
you
came-
performed it live yet?
I have not performed it live.
Are you
Other
looking
music
forward to
I
it?
have. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
As soon as the opportunity comes up, I'm
course,
taking it.
of course,
For sure,
of
for
course,
sure.
of
So
course.
he actually groomed my interest in house music.
Yeah.
I got there, I'm like, okay, interesting stuff, very different. But let's try it because I'm a go-getter and I like to try new things.
Yeah, yeah.
So here we are.
And
House
here we are.
music, Pascal.
Do you know how to write for it though?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think writing is a skill, and it's a skill I take everywhere, you know, in songwriting and the blogging as well, which I hopefully will be expanding onto other platforms to speaking
Wonderful,
as well.
wonderful.
But songwriting, I've had an incredible team, and I just want to shout out to Priscilla, to Sonia. Sonia is my number one
Yeah.
songwriting,
Yeah.
and Vince Reese, my friend. We worked so well together songwriting. So it works when you collaborate as well,
So
and when you're just willing to explore.
So the people she mentioned now are on the song or change that we're playing now.
Yeah.
So
The voice is on me.
Vince,
Priscilla.
Priscilla,
Yeah.
Celia B on here,
Yeah.
Yes.
and Pascal. So,
Wonderful. Trev the Japanese is standing by. He wants to say a few things.
yeah.
Is there a song there that says this is definitely a Trev the Japanese song on that album?
Brave Minds, when he listened to Brave Minds, he just looked at me. He just looked at me. He
Yeah.
was like, yeah.
So basically, you are the one who can make him shave, hey?
I've tried. Hey, that guy. I've tried to say,
Trev!
oh, cut it short.
Yo.
Yo, Auropa. He's listening, man. What do you want to say to Nini Maluks?
Yo, that guy, I know him from when 1989. I think back then he must tell you a lot of things about himself. He's a wicked man. He's a wicked man. Before I can say what's on my mind right now, he's multi-talented.
Yeah.
I hope he told you that he was actually he was actually a dancer, and it was also a sprinter at some time. We used to compete on track. And him, so now, I mean, if I must say, when you went to varsity in 1997. He's actually one of the first few people that came back from varsity with a nice, was it a KRK speaker?
No, it was the BMWs. I still have them.
A BMW, yes, BMW speaker, BMW speaker, turntables. We'll play around on vinyl. As you mentioned earlier on, I mean, his brother also was one of the key people in grooming the interest from us.
Yeah.
And the one last thing, actually, I used to sing with his mother in choir. His late mother. So the connection is huge. I mean, we come.
Wait a minute. Who used to sing?
Me. I used to read.
You?
Put a note or two. Yeah.
What?
We actually did a boys
It's just
to
an
men
eye.
kind of-
It's just an eye. It's just an eye.
Wait. You guys did a Boys to Men?
At my 21st, a long time ago at my birthday, we did a boys to men kind of. I was the lead. Can you imagine?
I wish I could.
No, not now. There's a lot of rust.
Too much tequila.
Too much tequila, exactly. Trav, always a pleasure talking to you, my brother. Thank you so much for taking the time, yeah?
All right, no, sure, man. Thanks.
There you go. That is Trav the Japanese, man. Just celebrating the man. Nini Maluks. Nini, give us one more song before you go and give us a live set. Take it from G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N. Pascal, a pleasure to knowing you. Hopefully we'll hear more from you.
So good to meet you. Thank you for having me today.
Only a pleasure. So we're still on G.E.N.U.F.L.E.X.I.O.N, Nini Maluks, and he's now taking us to the top of the hour. After that, get ready for his live set. Remember, we are only live on KFM.co.za, not on Facebook. KFM.co.za, go there so as you can see him while he does what he does best, live, after the news at 11. Nini Maluks, the double vinyl album, available now? Ish. Yes.
Available now. website.
Yes, which is
www.ninimaluks.co.za.
ninimaluks.co.za.
Just go in there, easy.
And just buy it.
Just buy it. Just buy it.
Simple as
or
that.
Or you can send an email to info@ninimaluks.co.za.
Done.
Done.
And get yourself.